Welcome, Sagittarius. Thanks for tuning in to your May Love and Money Outcomes reading. So we're using the Cosmic Cycles deck. We've got your cards pre-shuffled, and let's get started. So the first card that come out for you guys is the Seven of Wands. Then we've got the King of Cups. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with money with that Seven of Wands. By the way, this is first part of the month, last part of the month, but it can be fluid, and just take what resonates and forget what doesn't, okay? So what we're seeing here with the Seven of Wands, like financially speaking, it's basically just saying to keep it up. Looks like some challenges here. Seven of Wands is a challenged card. But you're being guided to keep it up. Don't stop now. Hold firm to your financial dealings, like whatever dealings you're doing, however you're like earning your money, making your money, like hold firm to that, okay? Also, it's asking you to avoid arguments, especially regarding like possessions as well, or even regarding work and money. Just kind of avoid arguments there, especially. So it does like represent some challenge. It's innate to that card to represent challenge. So even if things get hard, you know, I see you keeping your nose to the grindstone and overcoming challenges as a result of that. So by continuing to work through the challenges, no matter how hard it gets, you see you overcoming those challenges as a result. So don't let others distract you, because we see all these like microphones in his face. People are like asking him hard questions, coming at him left and right, and he's got this like look of determination on his face, like, no, I'm going to take it like question by question, and I'm going to you know, hold my own, basically. So don't let others distract you. You got this. And regarding love, yeah, arguments with your partner, especially if you're in a relationship, could be likely this month, first part of May here, first half of May, I should say. So there's potential for that. Arguments, you know, could be like not your fault at all, to be honest. Not just to say that because you're my client, but because that's what I'm getting. Is it could be due to no fault of your own, or maybe you're dealing with like a stereotyper. No, that's not a word. Is that a word? A stereotyper. Somebody likes to stereotype, put things into categories, even if they don't necessarily fit, just because it makes it easier for them to understand. And that could be taken too far, right? To where they're stereotyping. Maybe they're stereotyping you, or stereotyping in a way that affects the connection negatively. There could be some sort of conflict regarding that for some, not all necessarily. Some of the people that you're dealing with, or maybe it's you have mommy or daddy issues, and I'm getting that could be your person that you're dealing with, for those that are involved with somebody, that just know that this person, if they are a stereotyper, it could likely be due to mommy or daddy issues, or they have some other kind of mommy or daddy issues that are the reason why they take stuff out on you if they're doing that. I'm sorry if they're doing that. And others of you, it's kind of like another scenario for, because a lot of different people watch. You know, this can show competition, jealousy, and or competition, obstacles, I mean, to overcome. You know, there's something here about obstacles, and it even like translates to love. So it's not a great feeling or energy to be in regarding love, where it's supposed to be compatible and soft and cooperative. It feels kind of hard, this energy here. So maybe you have competition for the person, your person of interest, or you're jealous, or they're jealous, or there's some other obstacles here to overcome to achieve your relationship goals. So this card's advice, if it had any, would be to try to work things out without fighting so hard, right? Because if you persist, you know, with the positive attitude, turn that scowl around, turn that frown upside down, then if you persist with the positive attitude, you can make some headway, get ahead, progress in the connection here, overcome some of these obstacles. Okay, you could be dealing with the King of Cups, water sign energy. We also have fire and earth here too. But regardless of who you're dealing with in terms of finances, I do see you earning money through something creative. So that this could be what you do already for a job, or it could be like a side gig, or a hobby. Okay, maybe you change jobs and you start doing something creative. There's some way, shape, or form though that with the King of Cups, creative energy, it could be making money creatively, or in a creative way, or making money through something creative. Now, if your job is creative, you know, already, you might be longing for something better, especially if you've grown complacent. So some of these creative jobs, like say for example, it's like you're an artist, but you have to settle for like a commercial art job, right? And that sounds all well and good until you realize that you have these certain specifications within which you have to perform, because you have these clients telling you, you know, what colors to use, what fonts to use. Like sometimes you can get like really picky people, or their parameters in which you have to like conform. And as an artist, you want to be more free than that, free to express yourself the way that you feel drawn to, that kind of example. So that's just an example. Regardless of what you do, apply it to that, because it is that for some of you. With this King of Cups energy, you're either bored or feeling complacent in your job, like you could be longing for something better because you are a creative type, or there's something that is emotionally unsatisfying about your job. Again, if you're complacent, if you're happy with what you're doing, cool, keep doing that. Others of you could be feeling like you're longing for something more. This can also represent like a financial backer, right? Somebody that invests in you, invests in a project, helps you out financially, or helps you out with regard to what you're doing. And with regard to love, if you are in a relationship, you know, this looks really good because it shows that it's going to be a very deeply romantic and emotional relationship, and probably committed as well, okay? Some of you, this could be your husband or a husband-like figure. If you're already involved with somebody, then you'll know who this is. This can also mean, though, a need for, you know, more trust and openness due to possessiveness or jealousy, too. Because like I said before, it felt like there was some sort of rivalry going on here, or potential jealousy between one or both of you. So this is like saying, if you're the jealous one, there's a need to be more trusting and open. If you're dealing with somebody like that, then the green-eyed monster could be rearing its ugly head. Your person could be being jealous or possessive of you. And the relationship would benefit from the opposite of that, you know, like being more open and trusting. You know, if this is a person, if this King of Cups card is representing an actual person, they're very in tune, they're very insightful. But the thing about that, they can use that to their advantage in a problematic way if they want to. It's like a dark empath energy. I'm not getting that strongly, but with it being next to the Seven of Wands, it could be a potential obstacle. And with what I said about somebody having issues or mommy issues or things like that. So, just, you know, being forewarned is being forearmed. I think you would know if that's the case, or this is something that you could look out for if you're dealing with somebody new. So yeah, avoid the dark empaths, I guess, because that can be problematic. But either way, we see this is an empathetic man. And it could be that you have a psychic connection with this individual, and it could be especially strong mid-month. And I don't know what's happening astrologically mid-month. I guess it would be more accurate to look at your own personal chart to see, you know, what astrologically could be increasing your psychic abilities or anything like that, or that could favor a sort of spiritual connection like this. But either way, regardless, I am seeing some sort of connection here. And if you don't know this person, you know, you can meet them this month. And it feels like you will be able to identify this King Cups energy, because they will be more mature than what you're probably used to. And just overall, like regardless, like any men that you encounter, especially mid-month, are going to be more reliable as well. So you're going to just be dealing with some more reliable, more emotionally mature individuals mid-month, which is always a good thing for the most part here, okay? So with the Seven of Pentacles going forward into the future, we've got it in reverse. It's saying that just, you know, it's asking the question, are you working too hard for what you earn? So do you find yourself working too hard for what you're earning? Like, is what you're earning paying off? Like, not every hobby needs to be monetized. Not every side gig needs to be like, you know, bringing in a ton of money. Like, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But it's just something that you're going to maybe be reflecting on towards the end of the month. Like, is this worth it? Is this worth your time and energy? Are you seeing what you want to see in terms of returns for what you're doing? But regardless, you know, we do see potential losses or setbacks, because this is Pentacles energy. It did come out in reverse. So you might be working really hard but not achieving the profits that you feel that you deserve. So just be cautious of that. Maybe set some money aside for that. Be thinking of alternative methods for earning money. Just be aware and cautious regarding that, okay? Do some affirmations, some manifestation of money affirmations, some abundance affirmations, stuff like that to help offset this energy. And with regarding love, this is bringing to mind the sunken cost fallacy, okay? So what that basically means is sticking with someone or something despite all the signs pointing to it being a bad fit, because you've already put so much effort into it. It could be saying that maybe some of you are sticking with an individual where it's not working out because of that, or keep your eyes set on somebody or a situation that's not working out, whether at work or home or regarding love. And we're talking about love right now, so it's like maybe you just think that dating is too hard of work, and that quitting right now feels like it would be giving up too soon. But the card is just kind of cautioning you and saying that, you know, this kind of thinking, this sunk cost fallacy sort of thinking, if this resonates with you, it makes a relationship seem like it's much more valuable than it actually is, because you've already invested a lot. But if you're not getting return on investment, then that's something to consider thinking about, you know, maybe walking away from, or just at the very least considering, is this what you still want, and why do you want it, and things like that, because you should be getting, you know, a return on your investment, energetically, love-wise, and all of the above. So this is what you're likely to be assessing this month. This is a card of assessment, you know, especially if you're questioning a partner's loyalties, their feelings for you, or the stability within a relationship. Then you'll definitely be wanting to look at that. And more than likely, a lot of you will be asking that question. And if you are single, this is the point where you have to decide, you know, things like, are you going to sign up for that online dating website, or are you going to get that, download that dating app? Are you going to go with your friends to that party where you might meet someone new? Those kind of questions are going to be coming to the forefront for some of you singles. You're going to have to decide about that. But whatever you decide, rest assured that assessing whether something is worth your continued energy or not can be a really good thing. You're being just like guided to do that. Just making that assessment. Like, is this worth, whether it's a particular person you have your eye on, or whether it's your love life in general? Do I want to keep investing in this? Is this likely to pay off the way that I see it paying off, or want it to pay off? And if it doesn't, will I be okay with that? And how okay will I be with that? Is this like, do I keep playing the game, or do I take my ball and go home, right? Either way, this needs to be looked at. So with that being said, we're going to get you a card of advice. Spirit for my Sagittariuses, my Sagittarii who are watching. What guidance or advice do you have for them, please, Sagittarius? If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. And don't miss my next video by hitting that bell to receive a notification when I upload my next video, which is basically my relationship outcome video based on sign. So if you're here for like a Cancer, for instance, or a Leo, whatever sign you're here for, it will be time-stamped. You'll click on that and it will give you the outcome, future outcome of that relationship that'll be coming up. We've got respond versus react. I think that came out for Capricorn as well, okay? So it says, express from a loving place. Old trigger trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. So they're asking you to respond this month and don't react. There could be some old triggers that are going to tempt you to react. Reacting is usually not a good idea, especially if it's coming from a trigger, because it's perpetuating unwanted experiences into your life. So they're wanting you to make a conscious effort to express from a loving place. To avoid drama, to sort of work on new beneficial thought patterns. You could do that in the form of listening to positive subliminals, doing positive affirmations. These things actually really do work. And the brain is always inundated with negative thinking and things like that. Everybody in society, almost by design, it is by design that you know, people are programmed to think more negatively than is beneficial to them. So you're really just being asked to develop and progress and pursue, kind of put the effort into you in terms of new beneficial thought patterns. And if you find yourself wanting to react, you know, you want to question, again, it's about assessing, you know, is this how I want to react, and where is this coming from? Like, if I am reacting in a way that is particularly harsh for whatever reason, you know, why am I doing that? What can I do to change that? You know, it's just take a step back, a nice deep breath, count to 10, and then respond. So basically, think before you speak, respond, don't just react. This is what we've got for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please hit the like button, and I'll talk to you guys next time.